Hello, my lovelies. Sorry, I'm a few minutes later than I said I was going to be, 6 o'clock. You know, it's funny actually because we've been talking about exercise on the last live, or I've been talking about it on the last live, and we're going to do the exercise hypno tonight. But yeah, it's funny how it was really one of those moments that was a good example of exactly what I was talking about with exercise last week, and how difficult it is to just kind of get out there, you know, to just do it really. And how I was saying last week that really a big part of this, being able to exercise and get your act together with it, and just to get out there and do it, it really is about your insurance policies and being able to set the scene way before that moment when you go out the door. Because it was a last minute decision to just go and have an hour on the bike. It was a real last minute decision. I'd got lots in my head that was like, doubts for doing it. It might rain again. I've got the live coming up in a bit. Oh, I'm a bit knackered because I was a bit tired as well. And I've got to go and get my gear and go and get my gear sorted out. And all of these like little kind of, what's the word? Resistances. All of these little resistances were playing in my head. All really, really good reasons for not jumping on the bike and just going to go and have my hour out on the bike, just to get some energy going, get some, to get stretch my legs, as I say. But the funny thing was, as I was actually kind of thinking all of that, and I was having all of these like reasons for not getting on the bike and going out for a bike ride, I was walking upstairs to go and get my gear, because my gear's there waiting for me to jump into straight away. It always is. It's always there and it's always ready. I've got some clean gear. My trainers are right next to the bike. I've got a water bottle on the bike at the ready. I have a little bag on the front that's got keys in. It's got a lip seal in. It's got my phone. My phone just goes in the little bag at the front. So it's really, really easy to just get everything together and get out the door. So even while I'm thinking about all of this resistance and all these reasons why not, it didn't stop me, because I've got this routine going. I've got this habit going of being able to get upstairs, jump into my gear, and literally less than 5 minutes later, I'm out the door. And because I'm so used to riding on the bike now, and I know how nice it's going to feel afterwards, and more than that, I know how absolutely brilliant I'm going to feel the next morning when I get up and I've had that wonderful buzz of being on the bike. It's just the best buzz going. There's nothing like it. So that really is such a motivation now, because I've been doing it for so long. I've been bike riding for about 5 years now. I've got a little circuit going and I know exactly where I'm going to go. It takes about an hour or so. It's not particularly pretty, up and down the ring road. But it gives me an hour, and it gives me a chance to kind of really stretch my legs and just burn a bit of energy off. And it's something that becomes a habit because I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, it wouldn't happen. No way would I have kept exercise going if I didn't enjoy going out on that bike. If that had been all of that resistance, I've got to do the live in a bit, it might rain again, I'm a bit knackered, have I really got time, and so on and so on. I don't even like exercising late on in the day because sometimes it stops me from sleeping at night because I'm still buzzing. So all of these resistances, all of these like reasons for not doing it were going on in my head. If I'd actually had that sense that I really don't like doing that exercise as well, it's like, oh really, it's such a chore to do, I wouldn't have got out the door. No way would I have got out the door. That would have been one reason too many. And this is what I was meaning about when I was talking about going to the gym in the live last time. If you don't like going to the gym, if you really are not a gym bunny and it's just, not your natural setting, don't go. I gave you the pass out last time. Use it. Use the pass out. It's a lifelong pass out. If you don't like the gym, don't go. There are so many other ways of being able to exercise. The world is your gym. The world is, full of ways that you can exercise and enjoy moving your body and burning calories and getting that lovely energy exchange going in your muscles and giving your body that lovely buzz, that warm glow after exercise, which is really, I think, the reward that we have for exercise is that wonderful warm glow, that buzz after exercise is just awesome. And the funny thing is that even though, because, and like I say, I was quite tired and my muscles were quite tired. So there was that feeling of, oh, I'm quite tired. I actually know, because I've done this for so long, that what happens when you get moving in exercise, there's always that first few minutes where your muscles are going to moan about it a little bit, you know, especially at 55 years old. They've got the blood supply's got to get in there, and they've got, you know, the fibers have got to get nice and warm and a bit stretchy, and they complain at first. Your muscle fibers complain at first. But after you've been exercising for a few minutes, what happens, as far as your body chemistry is concerned, what happens in your muscles is that you have gaseous exchange. So your muscles take in oxygen. They start to use that oxygen to create heat and to create energy and to burn calories. And then they release energy into your body. So if you start out feeling quite tired, I mean, I'm not talking like absolutely on the floor tired, because that's, you know, a bit too much to ask. But if you start out actually feeling a little bit like maybe a bit achy, or just a little bit knackered, you know, you've had a bit of a day, exercise will give you energy. After that initial few minutes, that little bit of complaining, that bit of resistance from your muscles, the complaining from all of this as well, oh, you know, having to kind of get yourself to get your act together and do it, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes after you go into that exercise. So this is exercise that you enjoy as well. So you're actually, you know, the minute that I got on that bike, the minute I got out the door, locked the door, jumped on the bike and started to ride down the little alleyway at the side of my house, I was just buzzing. I was so happy. I was so glad. So the first few minutes, I've got bridges and I've got hills, and my legs have to work quite hard. So that first few minutes, they're complaining a little bit. But 10 minutes into that bike ride, you start to get this feeling that you could just do this forever. Because your muscles always remember, even if you haven't exercised for years, your muscles remember how to do this. They never forget how to create energy. They never forget. Even if you haven't done anything for 20 odd years, they still have muscle memory. And we know this now, you know, that you'll be fitter than you think that you are. You really, really will. But the idea is, and the trick is, that you have to find an exercise that you love, because I just love bombing up and down the ring road and in the highways and byways and little alleyways and stuff on my bicycle. I just feel like a kid again. And in fact, so I ride around Woollerton Hall, but today I didn't do any high stuff. I just did kind of like, you know, not very much climbing, but there is a part where there is a steady climb, and then there's a nice drop the other side, and it's quite a nice gentle drop down, but it's a nice whiz down, and I did it non-handed. Like I was 15, like I was showing off to my friends. And it's just, you know, it's just the delight and the buzz of being out on my bike. It's just wonderful. So yeah, it's quite interesting that I was actually living what I was talking about in the live last week about pushing through that resistance, and how you've got to make sure that you've got those insurance policies in place, that so that you can, you know, everything's, your gear's there ready for you. It's really easy to get started. So, you know, if you want to do yoga, get that yoga mat out, get it ready. If it's out, you're doing it, you know, once you make these little kind of, you know, once you make it happen like that in advance, you're doing it. You've already set a different intention for yourself. So setting the scene beforehand is what it's all about. And then once you've done it enough, the habit of enjoying it and the wonderful buzz in your body will carry you on and will keep you going, but it has to be something that you enjoy. So your homework last time was getting your gear ready, setting the scene, deciding what you want to do, having a real think about, you know, what you'd like to do exercise-wise. And, you know, you can just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. Nobody's going to make you do anything anymore. Not like athletics at school anymore. You never have to do anything you don't want to do. And that includes the gym. If you really, really don't like exercising, you know, it's a gym because you just find it utterly unappealing and a real turn off. Don't do it. Don't do it. However, if you do love to swim, or you do love to dance and bounce around in aerobics classes or exercise classes, no matter how bad you are, no matter how uncoordinated you are, no matter how huffy and puffy you get, or if you like spinning classes or the weight classes, or there's all kinds of different, exciting, entertaining, enjoyable classes. If you do like all of that, and the only thing that's stopping you is the self-consciousness of just walking in the door, feeling like either, the biggest, the oldest, the newest, whatever, standing out for whatever reason, then this hypnotherapy that I'm going to give you in a minute is going to help you to just get over that, to kind of be able to put that self-consciousness to one side. And also just to bear in mind that I think we're all a little bit self-conscious, we're all a little bit self-conscious in classes. I have always been self-conscious in classes, and I think I'm a little bit competitive, so I'm often kind of checking out what other people are doing and making sure that I'm doing it well. It's awful, the thought of not doing it very well. So definitely when you're trying something for the first time, there's that self-consciousness there. But I think we're moving our bodies, we're doing something quite vulnerable in a way in front of people that we don't know, and especially people who may be very good at it, or very slim, or very young, and and have it seemingly have it all, and we are the ones that are huffing and puffing. It can seem really quite daunting. But I don't think that it ever goes away. So the hypno that I'm going to give you today is just to give you that nudge to be able to have the confidence to get yourself out the door. Now, I know at the moment actually that it's probably not the best time, because the leisure centres aren't able to have classes. I don't think classes are running yet, but I do think they are starting on the 6th of July. And so this live will still be up then. It's not going anywhere, so you can use it as much as you like, this hypnotherapy. What I will say is this the last live hypnotherapy that I'm going to be doing in my dietless life, because I'm going to begin on June the 24th will be the first weight loss therapy group session. We're doing it on Zoom, so that it's going to be very good quality sound. There's going to be music with it as well, and it will actually be a weight loss therapy session. So it'll be more of a top-up session for those who've had any kind of therapy with me in the past, and that does include being on the free groups as well. If you've been on the Kick the Sugar groups, or if you've been on the drop your dress size challenges, or if you've been on or if you've been to the paid groups, if you've been to the drop your dress size in 8 weeks in the in-house, in the clinic, or private clients, whatever. But also for people on the program, on the online live program, the BWL the monthly program, it will be free. It will be free for you. So any guys who are watching tonight, it will be free for you. But I'll be doing that every month. So if you want to come and join us, it'll be £20, and it'll be about an hour and a half or a couple of hours, and it'll be weight loss therapy. It'll be a proper full-on therapy session, and we will answer as many people's questions as possible. There will be a topic, there will be a topic that we'll kind of concentrate on, and there will be hypnotherapy as well, and it will be a proper kind of a nice acoustic hypnotherapy session. So if you want to come along and join that, then post in the comments. I'll be letting people know beforehand anyway on how to join, and we'll crack on and get some. The hypnotherapy is lovely in here, but the acoustics aren't the best on my phone, and I can't use music as well. It's just really it's too complicated. So it's not really been, although the hypnos are lovely, aren't they? As we know, they are very nice. But yes, being able to do it by Zoom, it's actually given me the idea, because over the last few weeks, months, I've been working with private clients with Zoom and Skype, and working really well, and having proper full-on private therapy online, and it's worked beautifully, because you get the hypno straight in your ears. You're going to put earphones in, hopefully, tonight. If you're going to be having some hypno tonight, grab your earphones, all right, and get yourself nice and comfortable and relaxed. And we're going to do the hypno in just a second. So hopefully you're in a nice quiet place where you can just kick the cat out for a few minutes and just let everybody know to leave you alone. It'll be about 20 minutes or so. We don't do it for too long, maybe 25 minutes. And this hypnotherapy particularly, although they're always relaxing, they're always about confidence, they're always about entitlement to enjoy yourself, this particularly is going to be about you having the quiet self-confidence to just walk in the door and exercise in front of others. It's a big deal, and it stops a lot of us from going and doing what we want to do. And as I said last time, the more reasons that you've got for not doing something, the more likely you are to not do it. And I think, you know, feeling too self-conscious in front of other people is a really, really big resistance. So so taking that one out of the way, and also I'm going to give you some motivation for how nice it's going to feel afterwards. So hopefully if you did see the live last week, then you've done your homework and you've got your gear ready and you've decided what exercise that you'd like to do. And of course, this is also going to motivate you for feeling really good after exercise, so that you can just join an online class now or get your old DVDs out or whatever, just to give you that push to get started, to get cracking. Just do it. As Nike said, just do it. And that was so obvious for me, you know, at 5 o'clock when, oh, bugger it, go and I'll jump on the bike and just go and do it for an hour. And I'm just climbing down now. So we're ready to do the hypno. So yes, put your earphones in and get nice and relaxed. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the phone. Okay, so just begin by allowing yourself to just settle down and start to relax, leaving the stuff of the day to one side, just beginning to focus on the here and now, on this moment in time, this moment that's set aside for you. This is your time. This is your me time. Your time to begin to make some changes that you wish to make in your life, and to leave behind this so-called painful old reaction, this resistance to being able to just simply joyfully, joyously move your body. So just begin by focusing in on my voice, and allow my voice just to be the guide that's going to take you down to this place of deep relaxation, where we're going to make a few triggers and switches that will allow you to do that. So just simply let go. Now just begin by allowing any tension that might be in your muscles to just start the process of dissolving away. And as I say, it's going to take a little bit of time. So very gently, at your own pace, allow any tension that might be there to just begin to melt away. You might notice this sense of your body becoming a little bit heavier, maybe, as it just begins to melt into the chair or the bed. And as you do, allow any tension that might be in your feet to begin to let go. You might notice perhaps a tingling sensation as you do. And let go in your ankles and your calves and your knees, and up into your thighs and muscles in the front and the back of your legs that work so hard for you. Heavy, letting go. And then up into your pelvis now, the big bones and muscles in your pelvis. Just feel it melt into the chair or the bed. And up into your solar plexus now, that area below your ribs where we feel our butterflies, where we feel our crave, where that bundle of nerves is. Allow any sense of the tension that might be there to just begin to dissolve away. And you might notice perhaps a feeling of lightness there maybe. And it might be very subtle or a very powerful feeling of just beginning to let go, as any tension or stress that might be there just begins to dissolve away. And up into the muscles in your shoulders, we often feel a lot of our tension in those muscles there. Allow any sense of the tension to lift, lifting off your shoulders, melting into the chair or the bed. and all the way down your arms to the ends of your fingertips, your hands that work so hard for you, soft and loose as you just allow them to let go. And then across the back of your neck, releasing and relaxing all those little muscles and nerves, all the way down to the base of your spine and out to all the muscles across your back, melting into the chair or the bed. And again across the back of your neck, only this time allow that sensation to travel up across your scalp in almost like that pleasurable wave, that tingle of relaxation as all those little muscles and nerves just let go. And over your forehead and the little muscles in between your eyebrows, those little frown muscles there where we feel so much of our tension. Just notice how that feels as you just allow them to let go. Perhaps that feeling of lightness there maybe. And around your eyes, all the little muscles and nerves around your eyes so deeply relaxed that even if you wanted to open your eyes, you probably wouldn't be able to. They're so pleasantly relaxed. And your cheeks and the little muscles around your mouth. And your whole body is beginning to drift down into that slightly deeper state, just beginning to let go. And as it does, the deeper part of your mind is beginning to become more sensitive to the positive suggestions that my voice will make that will help you to make some changes that you wish to make in your life, to let go of any of the old resistance you may have in moving your body, and indeed even moving your body in front of others, joyously enjoying letting your body go out to play. In fact, 9/10 of you, if you like, 9/10 of the parts of you already recognise that you simply don't want that old resistance anymore. You want to be able to enjoy letting your body move, to connect to how wonderful that feels afterwards, that wonderful warm glow, that buzz after exercise. But for whatever reason, there's been one small part of you that for whatever reason has felt the need to resist moving your body. For whatever reason. There can be so many reasons for resistance and blocking. This one small part of you. And I would like to thank that small part of you. She is for you. She is a part of you. She does work hard and she does use a lot of energy. Your comforter, your protector, maybe. But she recognises and acknowledges as she hears my voice that actually now, as you thank her for the work that she's done, you recognise the time is right now for you to begin to enjoy a wonderful new phase of your life where you take baby steps into enjoying moving your body, reconnecting, deep diving down, leaning into how that feels to enjoy this wonderful feeling, this feeling of your body moving. Your body was born to move. She loves to move. Your muscles love to work hard. So in a moment, I'm going to take you down to a very deep state where we're going to make a few triggers and switches that will allow you now to simply deep dive down into this wonderful, enjoyable experience of moving your body in any way that feels right for you. Whatever you love to do, whatever you enjoy doing is your way of moving your body, liberating you, freeing you from that old resistance so that you can feel open to just simply doing it, not even thinking about it. Just simply setting the scene, taking out your insurance policies ready for the moment when you're ready to jump into your gear and just do it. So in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And as I do, with each count that I make, you can allow yourself that very pleasant sensation of just beginning to drift down, almost as if you're drifting down onto that feather bed. Very, very pleasantly letting go. And as ever, throughout all of this, your conscious mind may still be active, and that's absolutely fine. It's what your conscious mind does. But all the same, you'll find that you will be drifting down into that deeper level, that more subconscious level, that place where changes occur. In fact, the only place where they do, at just below the conscious attention. As I count 10, just allow yourself very, very gently to just begin to drift down, gently and slowly at your own pace, in your own way, drifting down onto that feather bed, pleasantly letting go, just for now, deeply relaxed, deeply relaxed. 9, deeper still, drifting down at your own pace, in your own way, pleasantly letting go, just for now, deeply relaxed, deeply relaxed. 8, 7, like a feather silently drifting down. 6, 5, deeply relaxed, deeply relaxed. 4, 3, deeper still, pleasantly letting go, just for now, gently drifting down. 2, and 1. And so you recognize this wonderful physical truth that the more you let go, the more power you actually enjoy. This is a wonderful physical truth. The more you let go, the more control you actually have. And as you begin to break down this old resistance, to melt the old resistance, to let go of that old resistance to moving your body, you find yourself feeling excited and looking forward to how this is going to feel. When we're little, our bodies love to move. They love to run and climb and play and bike on bicycles. Our bodies love to move. We love to go out and play. And then when we get older, for whatever reason, our conscious minds think that we don't want to move anymore. But the truth is that your body is always like a small child. Your body loves to go out and play. Your muscles love to work hard. Your heart, your lungs, all of your organs love that wonderful buzz, are singing with joy whenever you give them the chance to breathe and bring in oxygen. The oxygen zinging around your bloodstream. Your body loves to move. Your body is always like a small child, and whatever exercise you choose to do, you can call it what it truly is, joyfully going out to play. Joyfully going out to play is letting your body move, no matter where that may be, whether it's in a class, out in the fresh air, wherever it is in your own home, using DVDs or online or whatever that might be. Moving your body is what she was designed to do. She was born to love to move. And allowing your body the joy of going out to play, your body lets you know that she's a grateful body, that she's a happy body, a thankful body. That wonderful warm glow, that buzz after exercise is your body letting you know that she's a grateful body, that she loves this. And so you find that as you've already got your gear ready, taking yourself to the moment when you've decided you're just going to do it. And you've got your gear ready, you set the scene before this moment. Whether you had to do this first thing in the morning, whether you had to set time to one side, whether you have just decided to do this spontaneously, or whether this is something that you've planned with other people. And even if those other people can then no longer do it, you realise that you are just going to do it. Taking yourself to this moment, whatever that moment is, the moment when you're ready to just put on your gear, to just get ready. And as you do, you find that even though there may be thoughts resisting, you can chuckle at yourself, that one small part of you, to thank her for the resistance, thank her for the reasons that she may be giving you. But this is just a quick half hour, right? Or this is just a quick hour, or whatever this is. The amount of time that you're going to spend giving your body the chance to joyously go out to play is literally going to fly by, is going to seem like just a few minutes for you. This quick hour, this quick half hour, this quick amount of time is going to simply fly by. And the funny thing is that as you're putting on your gear, whatever that gear is, even if it's just a pair of old running shoes, whatever that gear is for you, the moment that you put that gear on, you have this wonderful tickle of excitement because you remember how this feels, how your body feels afterwards. The best buzz, the best feeling is honouring your body's needs. Your body is your little home, the most vital thing in your world. Your body is your little home. She is the most vital thing in your world. And your needs may be few, but they are vital. And you are entitled, you have permission to honour your body's needs on your own terms, in your own way, as much as you recognise that others around you are more than entitled to honour their own needs, on their own terms, in their own way. Your need to let your body go out to play is a vital need of yours, one that you are more than entitled to honour. That wonderful buzz, the most gratifying, satisfying feeling there is when you realise you've prioritised your needs. You've put your needs highly and prioritised them, because being able to prioritise your needs allows you to be more there for others. When your body feels strong, full of stamina, exercised, when your body feels buzzing with energy, you are more able to be there for others. And you act as an inspiration to others, emanating out from you like a ripple on the pond, inspiring others around you. And so you find you're just putting your gear on. You're just doing it. You're just putting it on. And if you have decided that you're just going to do it, you're just going to do this in front of others, you're going to join in, because really you recognise right now as you put your gear on, this isn't in front of anyone. In fact, as you walk towards the door, the entrance to the room that you will be going into, you realise they are all indeed exercising in front of you. You realise that just right at that moment. As you go to open the door, you realise that every single person in that room is there for exactly the same reason as you. She, he loves to move his body. They love to move their bodies, and they're there to enjoy the huffing and the puffing and the bouncing and the joyously moving. And you realise the moment that you get started, you take a moment to have a look around, and you realise that each and every person in that room is exercising in front of you, not the other way round. Not one single person barely taking any notice of you whatsoever. They're all huffing and puffing. They're all bouncing around. They're all trying their best. And as you look around very briefly, as you're enjoying your exercise and getting into it, you realise there may be one or two exceptional bodies, exceptionally young people, exceptionally good at what they do. But most, yes, most, are simply doing this just for the fun and the pleasure, the sheer joyousness of allowing your body to sing with joy as you let her go out to play, to do what she loves to do. And you find yourself getting into the class more and more and realising that actually you're not the oldest, or if you are, you barely notice, and you're not the biggest, or if you are, you barely notice, and you certainly aren't the most incompetent, because it doesn't work that way. You're there to enjoy yourself just as much as everybody else is. The trainer is there at your disposal. You're all in this together. This joyous enjoyment of loving, moving your body and how that feels. And the time just simply flies by. Whether you're doing the exercise at home, whether you're doing the exercise in the fresh air, whether you're doing the exercise in a class. The moment that you finish, when you walk back out the door, or when you finish the exercise, or whether you come back into the house, that moment is what you do it all for. That wonderful buzz, that warm glow after exercise is your body turbocharging your fat burning to a whole new level. Whether that's going for a walk with the dog, whether that's jogging, whether that's a gentle walk, whatever that is for you, your exercise is yours. And you are doing more than 90% of everyone else who is simply sitting on the sofa. You're doing it. You're just doing it. And that warm glow, that wonderful buzz after exercise is your body turbocharging your energy levels to a whole new level. And you realize that this is what your body loves to do. Your motivation, your inspiration for this is simply moving your body and knowing that the next time that you do it, your body will have even more stamina. You will be able to move even more. You will be able to progress through your own goals. You'll notice your body becoming stronger with more stamina, more energy. Your musculature will change over time. From even the most gentle of exercise once your body enjoys this habit of moving. And the most wonderful physical truth of all is it takes your body simply 3 short weeks to begin to make a new habit, to use the motivation of enjoying the exercise you love to do, of noticing your fitness levels beginning to change, noticing little landmarks, milestones in your exercise that show that actually your body remembers how to do this, and you're getting fitter, and you're getting leaner, and you're getting stronger. In 3 short weeks, you realize you'll be prioritizing your exercise simply as an absolute must in your life, a non-negotiable time for you, something that you are easing yourself into in baby steps, and knowing that as you do over time, you will grow in the amount of time that you do the exercise, the amount of times in the week when you do the exercise. Whatever it is for you, you realize this is the last little piece of the jigsaw puzzle of your healthy body, your healthy life. Sitting comfortably in a body that feels buzzing with energy is a happy feeling, is what gives you a sense of feeling happy because you sit inside a happy body. You feel this wonderful feeling, this gorgeous 2-way communication with your body. She lets you know she's a happy body and she's so grateful, and you're so grateful to your body for all that she does for you, instantaneously jumping to attention for whatever you need your body to do. So giving your body the chance to go out and play is your way of letting you know how much you love your body. And so you find yourself right now feeling excited, feeling motivated, feeling ready to be able to do this and just see how this feels, despite the fact that you may well be thinking all of those thoughts that you've thought in the past, those thoughts that seem like really proper thoughts at the time. Those resistances, you realize, are merely just that one small part of you. And actually, you know, the larger part of you, she knows. She is that wise part of you, and she knows. She who knows, she knows how much you're going to love how this feels, that moment afterwards. Feeling so proud of yourself. It's the best feeling, the best buzz in the world. And you are entitled. You have permission to put your body first, your little home. Now in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And as I do, you can come back into the room feeling relaxed and refreshed and ready for the rest of the day. in the assurance and knowledge that you know exactly how you're going to set the scene for your exercise and what you're going to do. Allow the genius that is your subconscious to bubble up to the surface, whatever it is, and know that if you're joining in with others in the class, far from exercising in front of them, they are exercising in front of you. You are all in it together, part of a team, enjoying the whole experience together. And you can find yourself feeling excited and looking forward to being an inspiration to others, emanating out from you like a ripple on the pond, inspiring others around you as you simply just do it. As I count 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just open your eyes when you're ready and just take your time. No need to come round just yet. Even a few minutes, I'm not quite sure how long that was, but even just a few minutes like that, you know, you'll, especially if you've done the hypno before, you'll find that your brain knows how to do this, and your brain will drop down very quickly and very easily into that brainwave state, and it will stay that way for a little while. So you'll have that nice relaxed feeling and that nice clear feeling in your head, probably for the rest of the evening. Enjoy it. Get you. I was just about to swear then. Get your stuff together and decide what you're doing. Just do it. What I'd say is, why don't I be an accountability buddy for you? Post in the comments under this hypno what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Okay? And then once you've done it, just post that you've done it. We'll be your accountability buddies. We'll all be each other's accountability buddies. So yeah, so put it and post underneath, the comments underneath what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. All right, and I'm going to ask you whether you've done it or not. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your evening. As I say, there won't be any more live hypnos. There will be lives. Obviously, I'll always be doing lives in here and just chatting about whatever it is that comes into my mind at the time. But yeah, the hypnos from now on will be part of the therapy group. The first one starting on June the 24th, just because I can't really do much more. You know, there's only so much of me to go around. So have a lovely evening and thank you for joining me live. And if you're not actually live, then enjoy.